Hi
I'm
there.
ready to serve my master.
Oh,
I'm not ready.
there we go. Um, hey, it's me, your hopefully main man, Gidro, Yanni, whatever you'd like to call me. And this is not Dota, you might ask. And no, it's not. It's Heroes of the Storm, which I previously thought was a bad and a boring game. Well, not quite so harsh was my opinion of it, but lately I've been playing it for a bit. I got into the alpha thanks to a friend, if I recall correctly. And if I don't, then oh well. But if I do, then thank you. And here's my favorite hero. It's the Purple Man. Not really. Let's pick something to play as. So, yeah, I've spent quite a few hours now in the past few days playing this game because it's proved to be very entertaining. I will play as Tychus. Finley, was that the name? Maybe? It's his scumbag
It's about
from...
time.
They won't stop talking over me. The scumbag from StarCraft 2, and he's quite a good character. He revs up his minigun and throws bombs at people, and then he picks up one of his two items from the campaign in StarCraft 2 and melts his enemies with them. The game's quite fast paced, and I've certainly grown fond of it, at least when playing with a friend. And I did upload that huge chunk of bad, poorly played games with him some days ago, and I sincerely apologize for the mental distress that watching that video may have caused. But I thought I'd try my hand at recording like single games of this and see how it goes, you know. There's like no harm in that, right? Because it's certainly more digestible than full-length Dota games, I feel like. Now, if only I had taken into account the fact that it's a dead game and you can't find any games by using the quick meme match thing that puts you in imbalanced team comps against other imbalanced team comps. So let's go over like some of the heroes or something. This guy, yeah, he's the minigun man. I don't like their pricing system, but they do seem to be in holiday spirits by slapping a 50% off on everything, which is quite nice of them. I haven't spent too much money in the game, like 7-10 euros maybe. Yeah, I think I bought a hero or two, and that's about it really. It's got a lot of characters from Blizzard's franchises. There's of course StarCraft, Diablo 3, Diablo 2, well, all the Diablos really. There's Warcraft, you know, all of them, and even then some, where do I find them? Funny little gamer references of their own, and some of the classic ones, which I am quite excited for. I'm really hoping to see Blackthorn make it into the game, and I really hope he does. And of course the token Murloc and Puck from Dota. Of course some clone claims can be made, but well, I think they're justified. You know, when you think about it, it's a bit silly because the game rips off Dota, which rips off Dota 1, which was based on Warcraft 3, so it's a hole you don't want to get stuck down into. Permit me a sip of the coffee there. It gives you daily quests as well as silly little events. My daily is to play 2 games as a StarCraft hero, and you can see this Ultramarine probably counts as one. They've all got skins and stuff. Some of them cost money, some of them you can unlock by leveling them. It's a neat little system. And to spice it up, instead of items during the game's experience is distributed globally as long as there's a hero in your team in range to pick it up, sort of. And that experience will be, of course, you use it to level up, and in certain intervals. After every 3 levels, you get to pick a talent. Now looks like we have our first game. Now this is a team. We have Graves from League of Legends. I mean, Jim Raynor from StarCraft. Leoric, the Skeleton King, who came from Dota. I mean, it's a shafted deal. I prefer skeletons over ghosts, so that's that. We have a Tyrael player, and seems like they have a fairly damage-centric team with Valatir, Demon Hunter, and Nova from StarCraft. The game, was it StarCraft Ghost, the game that never came out? And of course, right, the maps. The maps are quite cool. That's like probably the biggest change compared to other. I vomit in my mouth every time I say the term MOBA, Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. Why not just call it ARTS, Action Real-Time Strategy? I don't know. Not like I coined the term, because I didn't. But I feel like it's more accurate. But that's just semantics. So obviously this is a Diablo-based map, and a large amount of them are original creations. Like there's this Garden of Terror and Haunted Mines. I mean, you know, it's your haunted castles, medieval battlegrounds and stuff, but I was hoping they'd do more of the, you know, delve a bit deeper into their own games. Why not make some maps from, well, I guess this is a sanctuary map in a way. It looks very much like the heaven levels of Diablo 3, but I wouldn't mind seeing Arathi Basin turned into a map for this game, seeing as it's kind of lane structured to begin with. So that would be cool. Seems like our Skeleton King is playing on a wooden PC, or shall we say an Osane PC made of bones. Rimshot. And here's the objectives for the map. You help Jesus or Satan, depending on which side of the map you're on. Seems like we'll be with JC. And oh, there we go.
Whatever it takes.
We'll take the bottom lane. See, it's let me turn down the volume a bit. There we go. In fact, this map deviates from the norm. It doesn't have 3 lanes, it just has 2. And then occasionally, you can't see them right now, but basically the angels and the demons, they'll fly out to the middle and have a cool little standoff. And that'll be the objective, as the loading screen stated. I am recording this with the OBS streaming software, so I won't be able to edit this much at all. Oh. Which is a bit of a shame. Looks like I am alone in this lane, but I should be able to handle it. The important thing is that someone needs to be present to soak the EXP, and we gave up first blood. So in a way it's much like Dota. Disappointing that is. Team oriented, and as Tychus, my main damage will come from the overkill ability. I'm by no means expert at this, by the way. Oh god, these characters just keep missing. Which is okay by me. There's these healing little wells that give you health and mana. Oh. And looks like I got promptly dumpstered, but maybe Thrall is able to know. It's very fast paced. A stun or a root at the right time often leads to a quick kill. But you can see the respawn timers are very fast as well. The pace of the game seems to have been a big focus for Blizzard on this one, which I quite like. I game too, as my friend Andreas puts it, he'd rather get stomped in 15 minutes by Russians than get stomped in 50 minutes by Russians. It looks like our guys just cleaned up, which is good. And if he's just gonna sit there, we might as well brew up our minigun there. As you can see with the pop-up, Jesus and Satan are about to duke it out, so we'll want to prepare for that. Push the lanes and deal enough damage there, so you know. Oh. And here he is. See these little smoke spots? They're like, yeah, they're much like the, what's it called? The bush from League of Legends. Oh. We are very close to dying, but I do not want to give up so easily. We'll have to watch out for Nova's assassinations. Oh. Looks like we killed. Well, not killed, but brought them halfway down. You have this cool slow-mo fight there with the two of them. Oh, there's Nova. If only we could have caught her. There she was. You can see The stealth heroes are actually revealed by this little fading glimmer they have. Many of us seem to be dying, but we are clearing up the demon quite handily ourselves. Oh. And that's exactly what we needed to be on the lookout for. It is hard to spot them out sometimes. I'm trying to follow Thrall to see if we can find him, or her rather. We want the objective, but we've lost plenty of our heroes in the fights, which is sad. Now, as you can see on the map, the angel will fly up here and start pushing this lane, so we'll want to assist him. Not a good performance by me just yet, but I do hope I can pick it up. I'm being bullied by the stealth assassins this game. Now that I have the talent for basically PvE grenades, I do want to throw it at the towers whenever I get the chance. Raynor might be getting killed by Nova soon. Tossed a nade in there. Help out of Thrall. And get shielded by Tyrael.
Fine by me. I must go heal.
They must go heal, indeed. The game has several roles, much like, you know, in Dota and League. You have your carries, you have your more durable characters, you have your supports. Here we have, they've tried to be original with the names, which is a bit cheesy. These guys who kill people, they're assassins. The tanky dudes are warriors who either focus down the assassins or just make the fight ahead for everyone else. You have specialists, which is basically their way of saying they don't know what role they belong into. And then there's the supports, who just have very supportive abilities, of course. And instead of the jungle, we have mercenaries. Basically, yeah, as it says, we beat them and we gain them to our side. I am picking somewhat of a tanky build to survive the burst. Because I do believe later on the game goes, I will be doing a lot more hero damage. Generally you'd want to see your assassins topping the hero damage and stuff, but I can't keep the stats up all game. So I'll explain maybe later. It is very fast paced, so of course, if you didn't figure it out, this is live commentary, just trying my hand at it. I'm pushing a little bit, and then soon we'll have... Oh, and he missed. What a joke. Let's fly into the middle and get ready for the fight. That's our guy, we want to defend him while focusing this one down. And now, okay, I'm in a good spot for Nova, so if she does arrive, I might be able to surprise her. We are going to kill this fool, hopefully. Yep. Use my first hit power there. Seems like Nova is still around. We are on half health, so that is not a problem really, but we have to be careful. Nova is there, indeed. Saw it from the stealth glimmer thingy. Sylvanas is dead. Nice. See, with Tychus you just want to rue up the overkill. You target someone and the minigun just spins up and starts killing things. Does an absurd amount of damage if you manage to channel it for a while. So it's just melting them. It's basically Rep Brown movies in one ability. Then he has a dash, which spins up the attack speed. His basic attacks are not the best, but it's very fast. And you can see we got the double kill there. You and me, pal. Zero part of it now. Oh god. I wasn't quick enough. And that's the role of Nova, a hero I like to play a lot. Sip of the old coffee there. I will do this talent, call down the Odin. The big variant of Thor in the StarCraft 2 campaign. Wasn't ever a big fan of that game. I liked the single player aspect of it, but the multiplayer always turned into a bit of a cheesy APM fest. These boards. We want to kill Nova. I didn't get the real Nova at all. Oh god, and I might be dead. Very much so. Looks like Tyrael wasn't in plan to save us, but that was completely my fault. I got fooled by Nova's decoy. Mental warfare going on. I don't think Tyrael can... Oh wow, he actually did manage to do it. Troll is going very deep, but it might pay off if he gets one hit on her. Nope, gave up. Leoric might be able to pull it off if he does his hand thingy. Oh, a bit too slow there. There we go. The pinging system is extensive, much like... I think it was in League where they got this thing from. It's been years since I played League though. Dota was the more recent game that I played.
Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
So yeah, outside of combat you can of course mount to increase your movement speed. He came a bit too close, so we'll want to punish him with the overkill. And whenever it's off cooldown, we want to throw the grenade into something really. That's an important part of the talent that we picked. It deals 600 damage over 10 seconds to minions and structures. That's a huge amount. Looks like Nova's clone was here.
You're rushing me.
And that's what you do as Tychus, which is you can harass them out really quickly. Whenever you kill the wizard in the creep wave, you get a regen orb, and there are talents that give you like benefits if you stack many of them up throughout a game. Oh, we just got him. Nice. I will call down my Odin. That's the ult of the hero. We'll chase down Nova. About time we got some revenge. I'll take disable reducing talent. Let's see if we can fire off the nuke before... Yeah, we could. Nice. Maybe not the best talent on this map, but I don't know. I've always had good results with the Odin. It used to basically give you an extra life, whereas you entered the robot, or mech, however you want to put it. And if you'd get killed, you just get thrown out of the suit, but now you die within the Odin, you die for good. Oh. Should have paid attention there. But yeah, lately it's been a very, very entertaining game for me, and I've been surprised, to be honest. It's a lot more rewarding compared to Dota at times. You're not queued up with... Well, the big complaint that I have, of course, is always the player base, because a huge amount of time I'm getting queued up with them. Fight. Let's go for all. I think he's dead. Yeah, can't do a standoff with Tychus. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Oh. And seems like Nova's always after us. Which is the hero's job. Granted. Looks like we got him. Alright, so he heals up before heading up there. So it gives them a little bit of time depending on how much they manage to damage him. And there he is. I will signal my team that I'll be on my way. If I do end up playing this game a bit more alone, I might do more of these videos, because it's great fun. It gets pretty hype sometimes when I get into it. Team's doing fine. We're not having the hottest score, but yeah, we're being picked up by Nova all the damn time. Looks like we'll do this. Didn't quite hit them. Force them out of the angel's way. Auto attack them because we can. Sylvanas might have close to death there. Stone Skin's a great talent, protects us from Nova. Looks like we'll be getting some payback there. Nice. About time. Oh wow, I referred to the character's quote there. Get the nade on the tower and then run, because we're alone here. That's some good stuff. Let's signal that we're going in there as well. Skeleton King wants us to help, then who are we to say no?
Didn't hear no magic word.
Not bothering to overkill them, because we have plenty enough men here. Looks like our whole team is here. We could just push ahead and try to get a kill.
Damn, we are good.
And indeed, it looks like we already won this fight. Oh, missed my grenade completely. Well, there we go. Tyriel charges the other while we just blow up the other. 20 seconds till Odin, which I am more than comfortable with popping for just the sieging potential. Towers are really dangerous in this game. They do a whole lot of damage, but Leoric is a tanky character. If you want someone to tank, then it's gonna be the warriors. We're telling Arthas to back off here, and that's the power of overkill. We'll throw our nades there to get some damage on there. This is the, of course, the core, the nexus, whatever you want to call it. We'll siege it with our Odin. It builds up a shield when it's... Oh, it's silenced by Sylvanas' ultimate. It builds up a shield when it's not being attacked, and it's of course the end goal of the whole match. Looks like we killed 3 and that's the game. Wowee. Over in 14 minutes. Quite surprised there. Nice. Nice. Now I'll want to figure out the stats at the end of the game, and then you get levels for the character, you get silly little levels for yourselves. Yay, I can now be a differently colored Tychus. Only slightly so. Didn't seem to be that we can access the stats for that game, which is a shame, but I hope you enjoyed it. It's a short, bite-sized video, and I greatly enjoy the game, and if you enjoy watching, let me know, you hypothetical perfect viewer, you. Take it easy and have a nice time. Bye bye.